Good morning, Sun Valley. This is Marie's Kitchen and welcome. Today we're going to make almost a full meal. I didn't make any dessert, but we're going to have fish, we're going to have Brussels sprout, and we're going to have split peas. Instead of rice, I'm using split peas. I went to the pantry this morning and I decided, I wanted to make rice, but then I decided I have the split peas and I will do split peas. And I will tell you a little bit, I already cooked the split peas. It takes between 25 to 30 minutes to cook, but I will explain. It's very easy to do it. So that's what we're going to use as instead of potatoes or rice. But the fish today is wild-caught halibut. That halibut was caught in British Columbia, Canada, from a friend of mine, and I got that in last February, and I'm happy to share that with you today in my kitchen. So it's about 6 ounces each, and I'm gonna cook that, we say in French, in papillote. And it's very simple. You take 2 pieces of aluminum foil. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that piece of halibut, I'm gonna put in the middle of it, and I am gonna put some salt and pepper, not much, a little bit. And what I have here, that's my way to do it. As you know, cooking, it's all about feeling. How do you want to prepare it for yourself? I'm giving you basic right now and the way I do it. So what I like to do is to put, and I already slice it, few pieces of onions. In this case is white onions. That's that. Then I'm going to put 2 slices of tomatoes on top, and I'm going to put 2 slices of lemon. And I already pre-cooked all of that. I love fennel. I really like fennel. I use it a lot. I eat it raw as a snack, or you can put it in your salad mixed with all kind of salad, romaine, spinach, whatever you wanted to do. And when you buy a fennel, there is always the greens. And I do like that anise taste, you know, like licorice. And I keep the greens. I already ate my fennel, but I keep the greens because when I do fish, I really like to use it. So what I'm going to do, and that gives a great taste in your fish. So I'm going to put the fennel on top of it. And you know I love celery. So I'm going to put a little bit of celery. Celery, it's salty. There is something about celery that I like a lot. So I like to use it a lot. Again, if you don't like celery, if you don't like the greens of the fennel, you don't have to put it in, period. So this is as simple as it gets. And I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil, just a touch, and you just do this on top of your preparation, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of salt extra, not much. And the papillote, it's this. You close your aluminum foil, so I go on the top, bottom, top, like this, and then you just fold on the side, and it goes in your plate, just like that, and you repeat. So I take the other piece of halibut, there it is, salt and pepper, not much, and then you put your tomato. Oh, here's my onion, sorry. You put your onions there, and then you put your lemon, just like that. Very, very easy. And I'm gonna take my fennel, put it on top, and a little bit of celery. Add another little pinch of salt, not much, and your olive oil. If you want to use butter, you can't. I like using olive oil just because for the fish, that's what I like. Although when I do sole, like petrale sole, I will cook it with butter. But for this, I like a little bit of olive oil. and the steam's gonna cook that. I preheat my oven at 400 degrees. So, and it's gonna cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now keep in mind, it's extremely easy, and I insist, extremely easy to overcook the fish. So start with 12 minutes because otherwise it might be overcooked and it's gonna be tough. So again, you fold bottom, top, and side, and this is your papillote. So we're gonna put it there. We're gonna put it in the oven at 400 degrees, and we're gonna cook it for 12 to 15 minutes. I will check at 12 minutes, okay? So here it goes. Your plate goes in the oven. Et voila. See you in a bit. We'll be right back.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
Welcome back. So now we're gonna do the second step, and we are gonna cook the Brussels sprout. Actually, the Brussels sprout already cooked, and I will explain that a little bit later. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on my my oven, and I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna sweat those yellow onions. And to find out if your oil is warm or hot enough, what I do, I always throw 1 little piece, and then if it starts singing, I know it's ready to be thrown. So I am gonna wait maybe a few more seconds because it's starting to sing there. And I'm gonna throw, and this is about a cup of yellow onions. So I'm gonna throw them. Oh, there we go, it's singing. Oh, here is your yellow onions. And I start with the high heat. And as soon as I have my onions, I'm gonna put on medium. There it goes. It's between medium high and medium low. So medium, and I am gonna sweat them. I don't want them to caramelize. I just want them to be, and I forgot my salt and pepper, so I'm gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper, not much. And I have 2 cloves of garlic here, and I'm gonna add the garlic with the onions in a little bit, maybe in 2 minutes, because the garlic cooks faster than the onions. So I want the onions to kind of sweat a little bit, and then I will add my 2 cups of Brussels sprout. Okay, my Brussels sprout are already cooked. What I did, you know how to blanch some vegetable. You boil a little bit of water, and then you throw, I throw the whole Brussels sprout. Then I cut them when they are cooked. So you throw the Brussels sprout in the hot water, boiling water, and then the water is going to stop boiling because you are throwing your Brussels sprout. So as soon as the water boil again, then you can cook between 5 and 7 minutes. I cook them only 5 minutes, and the reason is, again, it's your choice, the way you like it. I like my Brussels sprout a little bit crunchy, so I cook them 5 minutes. Now, if you like your vegetable a little bit more cooked, you just let them longer, maybe 2 or 3 minutes longer. So that's the part with the Brussels sprout. There you go. I think my onions are good enough. I'm going to add up the 2 cloves of garlic. There it goes. And that will stay maybe 1 minute, no more than that. I don't want my garlic to burn. I just don't. But you incorporate the garlic and the onions very well. And don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on the fish because I don't want to overcook my fish. I don't like that. There. I think it's almost time to throw the pre-cooked Brussels sprout. There they are. See, this is about 2 cups of Brussels sprout. I'm going to throw them easy. A lot of people doesn't like Brussels sprout. I don't know why, because I think it's a great vegetable. But, you know, everybody's different. Oh, look at that. The green, the white. There. I'm going to let them sit. Maybe in 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to add some lemon juice. Why is she adding lemon juice? Again, we're talking about taste. I like lemon juice in my Brussels sprout. And some people will add even Parmesan cheese. I won't do that, but you can, because there is recipe with Brussels sprout who call for Parmesan cheese. And I won't do it, just because I don't think it's appropriate for me, for this kind of recipe, to have the Parmesan cheese in my Brussels sprout, because I cook the fish, and I don't think the fish and the Parmesan cheese goes well together. So I don't want the Parmesan cheese. But again, if you want to add, it's an option. It's an option. There. So I love vinegar. I love lemon juice. I love a lot of acidity in certain dish I cook, and this one is one of them. So I'm going to spray. This is teaspoons of lemon juice. Okay, just because I like it, so I'm going to add it. But again, if you don't like it, you don't have to, because really, it's not mandatory to do that. But I think it will give that extra touch in the flavor. And this is almost ready. Actually, it is ready. See, when your Brussels sprout are because you pre-cook, remember, you pre-cooked your Brussels sprout. Okay, I have my buzzer saying that my fish is cooked, so I'm going to turn off. I don't want it to cook more than 12 minutes, and you watch, it will be ready. So I turn off my stove, and I am done with my Brussels sprout, ready to be served, and we will be right back with the final touch.
I moved out to Idaho 4 years ago, so I met a lot of people, and I really, really like it here. You know, if you don't have something like that that brings you into other people's lives, it takes a long time to get to know people.
Welcome back. So now, my favorite, best time of the show, we're gonna taste our dish. And actually, this is a full meal. So we are gonna take, be careful, it could be a little bit warm. And remember, the cooking time, it's always according to your oven. In this case, I did add a few more minutes. But when you open your papillote, meaning the aluminum foil, you can see if the fish is cooked or not. So keep an eye on it. And this is the beautiful fish done. So I just wanted to show you. So what I'm going to do, I am going to plate the split peas. Look at that. And I really, really rediscovered that it's so delicious. It really is. So, and I'm going to put my fish on top of, and actually I should have a spatula, so I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to grab a spatula, and I am going to, you have that juice too if you want it. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? This is about 6 ounces. So you put on top of your split pea. Now, if you want to add the juice, you can. I'm not going to do that, but you can. And I forgot to put my beautiful colors, so I usually like to have colors on my plate. As you know, I love colors. So, and I even have a little bit of carrots just for the colors. And then we're gonna add the Brussels sprout next to it. Look at that. You have a full meal, less than, what, 30 minutes? And let's taste. And also, forgot to mention, this is wild caught. So this fish was caught by my friend who goes fishing on a fishing trip 2 or 3 times a year in British Columbia. I did mention that earlier. But the one you buy at the store might cook faster. So keep in mind also the difference between that. So this one is really, really good. I had it last week. No. It's really good. I know I always say that, but it really is good. Now, the Brussels sprout, mine had kept a little bit crunchy. Remember when I told you I cooked them 5 minutes? But if you like them less crunchy, you cook them more. In the Brussels sprout, this is more like a vegetarian. You can add also some bacon if you like bacon. Not for this recipe, but if you like bacon, you could use that with your Brussels sprout for something else. So, so good. Let's taste the split peas. I really, really like split peas. And I kept mine a little bit crunchy. So what I use, I didn't mention that earlier. I told you I cooked them. I use 1/2 cup of dry split peas and 2 cups of boiling water. And so you boil the water first, throw your 1/2 cup of split peas, and cook it for 20 to 25 minutes. Again, if you like them less crunchy, well, add 5 minutes. And you have it. So, like I say, bon appétit. Thank you for watching Eye on Sun Valley, Marie's Kitchen, and I will see you very soon.